Good day once again, friendly viewers. This is a drawing video from me today. I haven't done enough of these really, to be honest, in the past, but I'm getting back into them. This particular one is the second part of a contest entry for a contest run by Drake Sui, who's the webcomic author of Sin, that you can find on Manga Magazine, that I'm a member of also. Um, so yeah, Sin's like a really cool webcomic. It's like action packed. You should really check it out. You can read the first 8 chapters for free, I believe, and then you need a subscription. It's very cheap subscription with Manga Magazine to read the rest. I would highly recommend it. The contest entry goes on until I think the deadline's the 1st of January, so more than enough time to get your own entry in. But here I'm basically filling in with a dark grey marker. I'm using Kuretake. I don't know the exact name for them, but Kuretake markers. They're quite good. They're a bit too streaky for my liking, but I quite like how the more that you apply, the darker the actual shade becomes. So here I'm just filling in his clothes and cloak. I like with my drawings, I like to include as much perspective and motion as possible. So here I've got him sort of halfway through, like he's drawing his sword. I've playing with perspective with his hand and the sort of ring thing coming off at the end of his sword. I'm trying to get cloaks and like very baggy clothes are very good at signifying motion and stuff. So if you're in your drawings, if you want to make your character look like they're moving a lot, make them have long hair and really long cloaks. That should really help. Uh, so yeah, I think I'm doing his glove here now. Just I do the darker bits first, so that when I go over it a second time, the darker bits stay darker, and then the lighter bits, obviously, I can just go over once. After some corrupt files and technical issues, I started on the background, laying down a light brown so that I could put a purple on top of that, and it will actually show, hopefully. Um, Here I'm also starting to think about blacking out the logo for Sin. I wasn't too sure about what I was going to do, but I thought about putting black in the middle of the logo just so it pops a little bit more. I'm using a brush pen. It's easily my favorite pen that I've got. It's basically like a brush, but for ink. It's awesome. Just finishing off the logo with the black brush pen. It's a Pentel brush pen if you're interested. Yeah, I think I've lost my G pens actually. Well, I haven't lost them, but you know when you put something somewhere like very safe, so safe that if you come back about a month later looking for them, you can't find them. So that sucks. Otherwise, that would have been quite useful because they prevent bleed. So if the ink's bleeding, like the ridges that the G Pen ink makes prevents that, which would be quite useful for this kind of brush pen. Due to only having 20 colours, I'm a bit limited in the amount that I can do with this. So for the sky, I'm using a sort of murky, sort of parchment colour. Um, it just means that I can apply a sort of purple radiance to it easier than any other colour. And also, if I added any other colour, I mean, I only have sort of strong blues or weird things like that that would only have a sort of bad contrast with. It would kind of clash with the rest of the drawing. I made a bit of a mess on my desk with the markers that I'm using. I just went straight through the piece of paper. It's not very high quality paper, so I think I'm going to keep quiet about that. Uh, my parents wouldn't be too happy. But yeah, as you can see, I've also done a black border around. As I said, it's not very good quality paper, and that's because it's actually a photocopy. I haven't done traditional colouring in a long time, so I didn't want to ruin the original lines by just going crazy with some stupid colours. So I made a photocopy, and it made the edges of the paper a bit weird, and obviously I had to use sort of printer paper, so the paper's not as good, which isn't, it's not ideal, but I'm not quite confident enough in my colouring abilities to just colour whatever I've drawn. Getting towards the end of the drawing now, just finishing up on the metal. Usually I'm quite good at colouring metal, but I didn't want to use too much black in this drawing, as I've used quite a lot of dark colours, so I avoided using black in colouring my metal. Yeah, I often colour metal in this sort of Marvel style, so then I went into darkening the hair. I didn't realise that I was using the same colour, which was a bit stupid. So then once I realised, I swapped the pen around and went for a darker tone. Obviously, when a colour dries, sometimes it dries darker, sometimes it dries lighter. But once I figured that out, I just wanted to make the hair like stand out a little bit more, give it a little bit more depth. Yeah, adding some the lighting to the clouds as well. So, and sign it off. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching my process, and having this sort of commentary as I go through. I will be starting fan art, so if there's a particular character you'd like me to draw or make a video of, hopefully those fan art videos will start being maybe weekly. These videos do take a lot longer to produce than review videos, but I do draw quite a lot, so it's not like I'm going out of my way to do anything sort of extraordinary. So yeah, comment in the section below any characters you'd like me to draw. If you like this video, then please thumbs it up, give it a like. If you like all my videos, then feel free to subscribe. And if you haven't already, then please check out my DeviantArt or Manga magazine, where I have my webcomic Akuchi. I've only got like half the chapter up, but I'm sort of starting to resume work on that, so that would be quite fun. So thanks for watching, and adios amigos.